start with the evolution of gaming. What was once a trip to the arcade, where you played for a limited amount of time, not to mention quarters, to what became a home gaming device, to a handheld game, to what has now become an online gaming community, with after-school gaming clubs that have a potential of youth earning college scholarships to play. Now we're going to hear from a young adult who's been gaming for many years, and he's going to share some insights into the gaming world and some things parents need to be aware of to protect their children from potential dangers.
Hello, my name is Andrew Kapela. I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember, and I was asked by my dad to help him with his presentation about gambling in video games. After answering some of his questions, he decided that this wasn't something he could do by himself. So, he asked if I wanted to help him present at the Ohio Problem Gambling Conference that took place this past March. After we rocked the presentation and allegedly were the talk of the conference, I was asked by Zeph Center to help the Sylvania Community Action Team and the Sylvania Parents Organization to create a video talking about video games. I wanted to mainly talk about competitive video games and some of the systems that are commonly found in them. So, competitive video games are very similar to traditional sports in that it is a competition between two teams of varying size with a goal to beat the other team. The types of competitive video games I want to talk about are games like tactical shooters, battle royales, and multiplayer online battle arenas, also called MOBAs. These three genres have a lot of similarities and differences, but the three similarities I want to talk about today are microtransactions, loot boxes, and skins. Microtransactions are very common in gaming today. Almost all games now seem to have some form of microtransaction, but first, what is a microtransaction? A microtransaction is a business model used in games where players can purchase virtual goods via small one-time purchases in the gaming console store. These microtransactions normally are used to buy things like premium currency, so for example, Fortnite V-Bucks, Ultimate Team coins in sports games, and in Clash of Clans, it would be gems. These kinds of payments can be made very easily by your kid, and you should be aware of that. Okay, so I hopped in game here just to show how easy it can be to make a microtransaction. So let's say I wanted to open up this case. And so as you can see here, it costs $2.50. If I click on it, I have to add funds. So just add funds and then add $5. And then from here, I can choose my payment method. Let's say my parent used their PayPal account. So all I have to do is hit continue. I agree, purchase. And it's that easy to spend money. Loot boxes are a form of gambling which take many different forms. These loot boxes can be in actual boxes in-game or sometimes less expected like card packs in a sports game. Loot boxes give items to the player with a random chance of the item being valuable. In most games, you must use premium currency or a microtransaction to purchase loot boxes. Some games will give you a loot box when you reach the next level to try and incentivize players to keep playing and to purchase more loot boxes. In games with loot boxes and microtransactions, the items received are given a value determined by the community. This value might be shown to a player or it can be hidden, but all items have a value. In all cases, you ideally want the most expensive thing to come from that loot box. It's similar to trying to hit the jackpot on a slot machine. These items can range in value from being worthless to being worth over hundreds or thousands of dollars. Let me show you some examples of these items being worth a lot of money. So, as you can see on eBay, which is where I'm at right now, as you can see, a lot of these Fortnite skins, for example, can range from anywhere from $100. This one's going for $550. For games like League of Legends, which is a MOBA, this skin in particular, it's called Championship Ribbon, goes for $250. This account is going for $3,000. All of the prices are determined by the owners themselves. And for games like Counter-Strike, this is the community market, which I'll mention a little bit later. These are all skins that can be sold and bought. As you can see, they're all worth over $660. As you can see, all of the items that are worth money are rare skins or rare items, which leads me into the next topic. Skins. While they are usually only cosmetic, they end up being one of the most controversial parts of the whole competitive video gaming scene. Many skins have rarity, and that ties into how often you see that skin. The rarer the skin, the more it's worth. So, in games like Counter-Strike, skins can be worth from anything from 3 cents to $27,000. These skins can be sold on the Steam community market, and that money can be used to buy other things on the community market like games, more loot boxes, or different skins. This system is unique to Counter-Strike because it is on Steam, but as I mentioned earlier, all items from loot boxes have a value. In League of Legends, if your account has a certain skin or a lot of skins, you can sell your account for hundreds or thousands of dollars on eBay. Same thing in Fortnite or really any competitive video game that doesn't have a trading system. A problem that Counter-Strike is dealing with is that their skins are being used in gambling. This is because you can trade the skins and that they have a value. Many websites will take those skins as a form of payment and give you some credit for their site. So this is CSGO Fast. This is a CSGO betting website and gambling site. As you can see up here, they accept currency from Steam. So this would be your Counter-Strike skins. They also accept things like MasterCard and Visas and Bitcoin and all of these other forms of payment methods. But as you can see here in this game called Double, it is literally a roulette wheel, and all of these people, here they are, they're all putting in bets for it. And then if we go over to high-low, we have people, all these people are betting on if the next card is going to be high or if it's going to be low or if it's going to be red or black or whatever. And then we also have here, this is esports betting. So these are all semi-professional, professional teams. And as you can see, you're able to bet on what team you think is going to win. And those teams have odds. And yeah, it's very similar to that of traditional sports betting. But the most important thing is, as a parent, you should be informed and be aware of the dangers that can come from these kinds of things. Make sure you talk to your kids and be aware of what they're doing when they play these games. Just because they play for long sessions, it doesn't mean that they are doing things like gambling. Games are meant to be fun time sinks, and just because there are systems like loot boxes and microtransactions, you shouldn't overreact and try to remove these things from your home. It's important to know what your kids are doing and to try and educate them about these dangers.